Lootlads. I really liked when he sent them the VTuber clip of them in Plat fighting Diamond. And first of all, read the fucking comments, Nathan. But also, as soon as I posted the full name of the VTuber, he was like, "You're fucking scary."
I also did find it too, like immediately when I was like, nah, we're gonna out him.
That's fine. I'm fine with being known as the guy who watches VTubers. I've slowed down in that endeavor because I have things that I want to watch instead.
What?
I
Is
know,
it movies
right?
finally?
No. I'm watching anime, which is a lot more palpable than the fucking simple moviegoer. Oh, you need to have a high IQ to appreciate the poetic plot lines of anime.
You could sit there your 3 hours, watch your fucking Oppenheimers, watch your Nolan masterpieces or whatever. I'm gonna watch High School DxD. Welcome back to Lootlads.
Look, when that girl realized in Kiss Him Not Me that when she got cute, she didn't actually want to be kissed by boys, she wanted boys to kiss, I fucking cried because that was poetic. You just wouldn't get it if you're not a fucking smart anime fan like me.
Yep.
Yeah. Kiss Him Not Me is way smarter than Oppenheimer.
It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
That's so stupid.
It is stupid. How many people would say, like, yeah, I didn't watch Oppenheimer because I would rather have watched the shitty high school anime.
Oh no, there's a lot of people in that
That can't,
in
yeah.
that vocation.
Here's the thing about anime is that there's a lot of shitty high school animes.
Oh my god, is there ever?
I don't know. I mean, I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. But also, I'm old enough to not get it type of deal.
Okay, all right.
I understand. Everything's placed in a high school. I feel as...
Oh fuck.
Oh, never mind. Shut the fuck up about anime. This is the real anime right here.
This is my top 10 anime villains.
Mr. Scratch.
Mr. Scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, oh,
Did you saw his dance moves? I would fucking go to bat for this guy. Oh, he's strangling the guy. It's the first cutscene, I think.
Hello.
Who paid for these tickets, huh?
Stop. I'm trying to watch the show. Every time I go to a drive-in these days.
Yeah. Fucking canisters of gas.
You always got a gas man throwing canisters. Like trying to find the radio station it's playing on. He's just, you need some gas? You're like, no.
Gas. Man, now I missed the whole movie, and the guy's being strangled, dude. Like, that ruins movie for me.
It ruins movie for you.
The movie is ruined for me.
Luckily, I saw this on TV earlier, but still.
I mean, it's kind of like you watched the pieces, like the finale of the miniseries they turned the movie out of. Like what they did with Dragon Ball Super. Yeah. Because they split that whole entire thing into like 2 or 3 episodes.
Mm.
Didn't they also do that to Resurrection F? Like they made the movie and then they tried to like serialized it for TV?
Yeah, it became a couple episode arc. They do this a little. They didn't do it with Broly.
It's because Broly's lame. Except they kept him around and new Broly's kind of cool, but...
Yeah, I actually still haven't seen that. That's one I've not yet ventured into for some reason.
The new Broly or the new...
The newest Broly,
season?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Apparently it looked really fucking good. Like they kind of like mollywop the guy, but there's one specific animation in the fight where he's like shooting beams out of his mouth. And that particular animation is so fucking cool because you see his outline of him fucking demonically screaming through the beam.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. I would recommend it even though I also didn't watch it. I recommend it because of outside recommendations that have been told to me. For some reason I skipped Broly, but I watched Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yep.
Which is kind of...
I've seen everything but Broly.
Yeah. I've also watched Resurrection F.
Yep. That one had a fucking Maximum the Hormone song. It was great.
Watch Battle of the Gods, too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have a lot wrong with me. I don't know what was wrong with me for their specific life. I was just go in, right? Why don't I just watch Dragon Ball Super?
Why don't you watch Dragon Ball Super?
I don't know. I don't really watch things. I'm currently in a weird media mood today. And by today, I mean
It's not
forever.
Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Fix your brain.
I am. Thank you.
Turned on the lights. It was prescription. Your prescription is halogen light bulbs.
Oh, it really hurts my head. That's a unfortunate side effect.
Oh yeah, you don't stare at them, you just bathe in them.
That's, I mean, even the low hum and the rapid flashing of them.
I suppose.
Not for everybody.
See,
Ask your doctor.
I was never like privy to the hum, and then I worked in an office that was like essentially I had to stay there for a while in relative silence and answer calls, and that's when the hum started, is when it had to fill the silence.
Yep.
Which is not great. Not great for the sound of silence type of thing.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
We have...
What's even more fucked up as well is I think I associated the sound of silence with that, so I hear humming as the sound of silence.
That's not okay.
I mean, it's whatever. I don't mind it. Like, it's only when I'm like blank-minded, I guess. Because sometimes I'm just like sitting there thinking about stuff. Just as you do, as a person, you have a brain, thoughts go through it. But if I just want quiet and there's like not background or white noise to fill the space, it's usually like a type of thing. Have you experienced that?
So at work, there is a white noise generator in the ceiling now. It's not good. It's not a good white noise. I don't like it. It's more of like
turned it on the Silent Hill.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It actually, like, the longer I sit there without wearing headphones or like having something else actually playing or listening to somebody talk, the more I sit in the silence and have to listen to it, the worse life gets for me. I don't get angry. I just get sad. I was angry at it first because mostly I was just like, I like working from home and not having to work in an office. But then it just turned into just like is this really all there is to... I sit there and I go existential with it. Like all those times we were like, man, I wish we could do creative stuff instead of doing work. That's pretty much my entire time I'm sitting in the office listening to this because my brain just goes, in order to drum out the hum...
We're going to open your baggage and set it up for you to reminisce.
Yeah.
It's not good baggage. That's why it's called baggage.
We've also upgraded our white noise machine to the air duct makes squeaky noises sometimes.
Is that the white noise making squeaky noises for air ducts?
I think it's just the air vent, like the circulation system. So we've got the low hum of fluorescent bulbs, the white noise machine that is actually too loud for most people probably, because I know a couple people who've complained about it, and the occasional squeaky vent. So it's like this. It's just going to the office is a great time for people who love sitting in just the quietness that is the woods that I live in.
You know what's fucked up? Places that don't allow you to listen to music or sometimes talk to people.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well, okay, so I was working in a warehouse that was very, very behind in the contract that they were in because they were packaging for a big company. And they needed a lot of hands on deck. Like, it was literally just like a work line type of an ordeal.
Yeah.
And that was my first time, like, working in that sort of environment. So I'm doing my thing. Like, I'm not the fastest person ever, but I do know that there's a job to do, and I'm going to do the job. But then, like, the weird thing happened of I was making, like, conversation with my coworkers, and I'm a very, like, when I talk, sometimes I do just gesture.
Oh, the hands go full
The
time.
hands go akimbo. But I was still, like, doing the job. I just really do the gestures when I need to, like, for some reason hammer home that this is the point of the conversation. Please pay attention.
You're doing it right now, and this is an audio-only format for people.
Well, this is... Okay, so this is an example where it's now fresh on my mind. So now, no matter what I talk about, I need to make the hand gestures, because now my brain goes, well, you're talking and you're making an example, so you might as well show the one person in this room the example that he already knows, because I already do it.
Yeah, and if you didn't do it, you look like an asshole.
Yeah. And like, and then you would call me out, and I'd feel real bad, and then I'd go home, and I'd have to cry to Emily, being like, he called me out in a really weird, such like behavioral thing, and I'm not sure why. I don't know. So why was he being mean today? And then she needs to explain to me that not everyone's being mean. It was just that they were pointing it out. And sometimes you have like a very aggressive demeanor when you're pointing things out, because sometimes you it's just correct. And you're just like, why don't you think that's correct? And, it's a whole behavioral thing we need to talk to you about, but we don't because we're afraid of you.
Yeah.
All that aside.
Yeah. You start vague tweeting about me, and I confront you about it, and you're like, no, it's just Twitter, man.
And then I do it on my second account, which you already know about, but I don't know that you know.
Inserts full name is such an asshole. It's like, gee, I wonder who that could be. Because you made fun of me in my hands.
Anyway, point aside. I don't understand how workplaces get away with that, where they pulled me away and they went like, you can't be just talking. And I'm like, what do you mean? That was so weird to me. You can't just be talking to people, like, but they're literally right there. Well, they're literally asking me to talk to you.
No, don't change time. No.
I just wanted to joke about the things I was packaging about. I'm making little ha-has. I don't understand. Ooh. Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, turn it back. Turn it back.
This is the worst holiday. Oh, no. Flag Day.
You fucking idiot, Alan. That's not a statutory holiday.
You have to go to work. Just drops him in an office setting. Just, no.
That's right. You have to write for your fucking job.
There's like a little squeak with the air circulation. You're like, fuck.
Oh, what's that? You want me to put it up to loud?
What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever.
The sun? I thought you said it wasn't coming up, though.
Show yourself. Whatever you say, buddy.
I like him.
Ass shot. Nice. Oh.
Oh, elbow shot. Nice.
Okay. Always covered by that one piece of wood. The darkness has weird blankets.
Darkness is unstoppable.
Have you tried shining a light at it and then shooting it with a nail gun 100 times?
Tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents.
Guys, is that me or is that Scratch? Who's narrating this right now?
Enters
Help.
the world, but now he sees the trap.
Oh, what the-
for it is, a maze that loops back into itself.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm here again.
Anything new? Anything? Hello?
Oh, is this a Groundhog Day thing?
Kinda.
I guess that's why there's like, oh, you need 10 manuscript pages and they open this one. When it was like, it's just an area that was just the beginning. You only had 3 and
Yeah.
you just got the nail gun.
Interesting game.
Game moo.
Game moo.
Imagine the villain being like, nope, you're going back to chapter 1. What do you mean? Yeah, that's my power set. I'm just going to put you back to chapter 1 with the popcorn spiders.
Okay, well, they were fun.
I mean, all right, I liked that, but will I know about them? Like, am I going to have the same enjoyment level? It's like, no, popcorn spiders forever.
Well, okay, alright. Oh, no.
And now there are more birds this time.
Oh, the birds turn into men.
And the men fly away.
Okay, alright. That is not what I was expecting.
I like that. Whoa!
Whee!
That's cool fucking animation, though. These guys are cool. I like them.
Me when I go diving. Mom, watch. Mom, watch. Look at me.
And then you
Mom,
turn
look
into
at
a
me.
flock of birds. They fucking scream.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching, sweetie.
Oh, okay, never mind. I know where that was going now. It's a little too late, but like I love that fact.
Incredulous mom whose son is also a bunch of birds.
But she doesn't know. She doesn't watch
Yeah,
the
she doesn't
die,
care.
like-
Doesn't care at all.
Yeah, she's just on her fucking phone with Margaret. You don't need to make plans with Margaret. She already knows. God. Mom. Watches the cool shit and turn into like a dozen birds.
Yep, that's really nice, sweetie.
What if one of the birds gets distracted and like it just picks up a bunch of corn and you reform, but you got a bird-shaped hole in you?
You do. I that has come up every time I see anything in an anime or a show where it's like somebody could turn into a bunch of thing. It's like, so if I just put a little bit of that in a jar, what now?
Do you have to meld with the jar or like?
Because I've been watching One Piece, Buggy the Clown, dude who can split himself up, that's how they beat him in the live action shows. They just put his pieces in like trunks and shit until he's nothing but like a head, hands, and feet. And they just kind of send him off,
That's fucked up.
right?
Wow. That's amazing. I like that.
Here's up.
Wow, it is you. I guess
Kinda.
Remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could.
Ooh, everybody Groundhog's Days. But they kind of realize it.
The Groundhog's Days.
Groundhog's Days.
I'm going to have to go get those.
That's why you kept flipping the calendar.
All of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with.
I like
another.
that.
It ran into the railroad. Tie.
Everyone who remembers is just forward.
Sorry.
They know what they're doing. They know that they're in a Groundhog's Days.
Yep.
The Groundhog's Days.
Don't have to explain anything to them.
Something bad happened to me. Didn't it?
I fucking blew up in darkness, didn't I?
Mostly green.
Yeah.
Ah, sick, tight.
Weird. Am I going crazy?
So I'm cool looking, right? Like I got cool.
Yeah.
Like I kind of just left before you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You looked all green suits,
Tight.
green's good color for
Very tight.
tight. Yeah. Acting very strange, Adam. It's like I'm just a strange person.
Strange guy. Ooh, he took the suit jacket off.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me.
Oh, fuck.
And said she's my biggest
Somebody
fan.
get on the chair.
I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first.
Everybody's got to pee.
Everybody poops, buddy. Don't. It's fine.
She's got no idea. Watch this.
Is she not?
This
She's not hearing you?
priceless.
No, his favorite thing is strangling.
I'm not watching. I'm just sitting beside it.
That's
This
nice.
is so fucked up.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy
Well, we're not
day.
camping, so we're not intense.
This day's gonna get crappier now.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
Mom, you watching?
This is a very demented Blues Clues, huh?
You watching, Mom?
Adam,
That's nice, dear.
Adam Wake's manuscript pages is just a fucked up version of Blues Clues.
No, I didn't. I was sorry. What was that? Yeah, you did great, sweetie. That was really cool. Do you think she's gonna just get Groundhog's Days, and just get up like tomorrow, today, yesterday?
At
That'd
some
be
point.
fine. Yeah. Like if you.
Now he's just watching TV with her, dude. Come on, man.
Page.
Hold on, I will be back.
Yeah, if you ended up in like a Groundhog's Day situation and you don't know how to get out of it, how long until you stab a guy just to see?
2 hours.
2 hours?
Into
Yeah, I
the
was, gonna,
first
I was
day.
gonna say 2-3 hours. Yeah.
So the first day you recognize that you were in a Groundhog's Days?
What?
I'm in a what now?
Who are you?
You want to come with me for a second? That's something real cool to show
Real
you.
cool. It's a knife. I mean,
It's the Groundhogs, whatever you were talking about. That's the thing where, like, if they see its shadow, it's the other, like, 3 weeks of winter,
just
right?
to
Yeah.
shoot you in the lungs, right?
If it sees its shadow, I get to stab you with this butcher's. I mean, you're right. It's a cleaver.
Oh. Damn it.
Oh, popcorn spiders, delicious.
Battery.
Now I just need her to check.
Battery. Oh, run away. Bye. Toodles. But what's over here, though?
Oh, is this just the hint that you're gonna have to come in here and Shelob's popping out?
Probably.
Alan Wake's version of Shelob. Or Qualeg.
And I gotta bring the light of Rivendell with me.
Little silly little guys.
I think Sam and Frodo would have been a lot better if they had a Mac 10.
Yeah, actually. Do you think a Ring Wraith would be affected by a Mech 10?
As long as you shoot him in the no, because like no man, so a woman has to use it.
Oh. Okay, same question then. Say we get Elf Lady a Glock.
That 100%, yeah.
Okay, all right. So we just needed to give Elf Lady a Glock then, or bring another female in the party.
Yeah, just any female.
I mean, being fair, did they know? Did Gandalf like count the guys and was like, man, the real sausage fest in here, and not like derogatory in the fact that only it had to be wielded by a woman.
Like when he was writing up his like bullshit, oh my god, prophecy constitution or whatever they do. No man can stab me. Haha.
See, that feels like it was written, and then they decided that like, loophole technically. That means a dog could stab you.
Yeah.
It's like no man, but little pup with a Glock.
Give him a knife.
Give him a knife and fetch a stick. Like throw the stick at him.
Yeah, could do it. Takes out,
it's fantasy. You could probably teach that dog to stab a man.
or the reboot, the frog.
The knife squishes the toad. They have to find a reason for the toad to be able to hit him.
Oh, stupid.
If you use a dog as a weapon, would you be
Go
able to? Would you be able to kill a ring wraith? Is it the dog or the guy that shoots the dog at you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like if you just throw a dog at a ring wraith real hard, it should take it out.
I mean, that would be the guess for anything. If you throw something at someone hard enough, anything will kill that guy.
Yeah.
But if you, as a guy, as a man, as it turns, toss a female dog at a ring wraith, is it you using the female dog as a weapon, or is the female dog good enough to kill the ring wraith because it itself is a being that is able to harm the ring wraith?
See, that's tough. Because, like, using the dog, the person used the dog on the ring wraith.
Yes.
So the dog becomes a weapon. So therefore, person used weapon on ring wraith. Was person who used weapon on ring wraith woman or man? And I think that might be the distinction.
So we're trying to figure out the programming of that particular world.
Yeah, so essentially if you do give the dog a knife and then throw a stick towards the ring wraith and the dog gets very excited to chase it and then stab the ring wraith, that's the dog.
You think the first guy that had to rely on someone else to hit a ring wraith, and they were like, "Oh no, we're fucked. The ring wraiths are coming," and then like, random lady just goes up and stabs him to death, and he's just like, "How did that happen? Like, what, do you have some special power?" And there's like, "No, man." And then, did you think that one guy was like, "God fucking damn it"?
Fucking read the fine print on these things.
Look, I didn't know it was literal. I didn't know they were that literal about it. And it's like, dude, it's fucking
prophecy
fantasy
or
age,
whatever,
fan
yeah.
prophecy. They were very literal.
Alright.
You hear about that fucking bare arms thing? It's literally bare arms. They just misinterpreted it. They made a typo. It was very unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just had to rip off these arms from these bears.
It's supposed to be capital B, bear.
I took Barry's arms.
Which is spelled B-A-R-E, so like...
What if I just...
Oh, he shrugged that off.
Oh my
dude.
God.
That was a strong man. That
That's-
was a
that
strong
is-
bunch of birds.
That is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be.
Alright, so we've
Alright,
determined that the dog is a weapon.
Yeah. Only when used by other people. The dog can be in itself the killer if it...
Okay, so I have a very stupid hypothetical I need to go over with
You?
you. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so you have a weapon. You are a man. You only non-men can hurt the thing. So you stab a guy with a weapon with a knife attached to it. The knife is female. Does the knife hurt the thing because it's attached to a weapon that's being wielded by a man?
I think it leads... Yeah, the man use weapon situation again.
Alright, so say you shoot a dog as a man at the person. The dog is female. But the dog has a knife, and before it collides with deadly force against the ring wraith, the dog uses the knife to cut the ring wraith before it collides.
Takes the ring wraith right out.
Okay, alright. So it's as literal as possible.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's how we have to interpret all these things.
So in this case, the entity that needs to kill the ring wraith, in parentheses, has to be just not man. So if you equip a weapon, that's part of you as this man entity, type of thing. Yeah, a mentity,
Yep.
one might say. An anemone is
An
what
anemone.
clownfish like the Titan. It's
Now-
snowing in Mount Fuji.
What if I made like a little Jack in the Box with a big knife?
Okay,
And
okay.
I go doop a doop a doo doo, and it pops out and stabs him in the face. Yes, no.
I mean, you're equipping it and you're making it go ba-doop, 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 doop. So
But all I'm doing is making it go bloop a doop a doop a doo. That's my.
You're operating it as a weapon or as a thing.
No, I'm just operating it as a spoopity boopity boop, not a weapon at all. It just so happens that accidentally it came out and stabbed him in the face.
See, if we're doing it as literal as possible, you as a man is doing it. And no matter if you were aware that it could stab somebody, still wouldn't work, right? Because you are aware that it's a weapon. So why would it work if you weren't aware that it was a weapon?
Okay, so maybe like it's kind of a situation of like a firing squad where nobody really knows, and they just give me like 13 different boopity boopity boops to work with, and I don't know if one of them's a weapon or not. So no weapon used by man, so I don't know it's a weapon, and it just so happens to accidentally be a weapon, but I wasn't aware that it was a weapon.
So, like, okay, so are we homing in on the literalness where if you have a tissue box as a man
Yeah.
and you trip and the pointy bit, because you don't see this tissue box as a weapon, you are offering one of the ring rates at Kleenex because they have a stuffy nose.
Yeah.
You trip, the pointy bit stabs him in
split
the
in two.
eye and it pierces his brain accidentally.
Yeah.
Would it kill the ring rate?
I don't know. That's the hard part.
See, but that's the point, though, is you don't perceive this tissue box as a weapon, but you accidentally kill the ring wraith with it somehow. Like that, you don't even know how you did it because you don't consider it a weapon. You didn't mean to harm the ring wraith, but you harmed him.
Can you find the wording on it?
The wording on this box. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, like just so we can really get to the nitty gritty of how stupid this is, and then we can leave.
Ring wraith.
I got a really bad feeling. about
Man
it.
kill.
Man kill.
Keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for
Oh,
the
cool.
same
We don't have to breadcrumb.
What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into.
Oh, now I can check the other rooms that I actually was upset about.
That's awful.
All right, to the fucking Lord of the Rings wiki. Ring wraith.
The last time you said
I think it's specifically the ring wraith bad guy, big bad guy that I can't remember the name of ever, and I got
The Witch King.
yeah, the Witch
It was
King's
really
name.
great at first, and
Why would it apply to the Witch King and not?
I thought that's who she stabbed in the face was the Witch King itself.
He heard a bunch of guys.
One moment.
This girl, she died, but I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so.
I fucking hate that I have to look this one up.
Yes, that's right. I wasn't involved.
You should
with
just
that
know this
at all.
off heart.
I don't know what happened.
I don't often. Here's the
You're
thing.
penning the script to the sequel where Gimli eats a lot of Rocky Road.
I'm serious.
I don't think I'm emotionally nor physically tied to this realm. I just really wanted the Baskin Robbins thing to work out.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
There's so much shit here. All right, weapons and abilities. One moment.
Yeah.
Difficult to slay. For any weapon struck by him would be destroyed. Okay, so Witch King in particular was difficult to slay. For any weapon that struck him would be
It
destroyed.
doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things.
Powerful voices, shadowy forms, they're present gonna be trouble, final the heart, surrounded by the black breath. Here in the night, we're the Gandalf, we're in the one, when I send you powerful.
Oh wow! I left her for 2 seconds.
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan
Well.
and fills her with dread.
Thanks, buddy.
This time, she does as she's told. It's
That
not
was like immediate too.
All around it's but the Witch King feared water. Although this weakness was abandoned by J.R.R.
Okay. As you do. Can't poop in here. Think anything got put in the other room? Should I go check that out? Or should I just go? Alright, I'm just gonna go. You're busy, I know. Got a lot of work to be doing. Yoink.
Dude, there's nothing about this here. We're
nobody knows
hold
what
on.
the future might bring.
Alright, well, this is the end of the episode.
Ring Wraith.
Entirely
Harmed by men.
But the champion of light is an
Hold on, there's a Quora article about it. If the Nazgul were already dead and cannot be harmed by men, why did they flee in terror and arrogance, set them on fire and not kill them? They're not dead, they're undead, living, remembered mortals. They did not fear fire, light, light. They cannot be killed in their which kingdom vulnerable. Mary stabbed them in the knee. Mary stabbed him in the knee.
In the Book of Return of the King, the appendix relates that during the Third Age, the elf Glorfindel prophesied that the Witch King of Agmar, Lord of the Nazgul, would eventually fall, but not by the hand of man. By the time of the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, word of prophecy had apparently reached the Witch King himself. Like so many similar fable prophecies in literature, the one turned to be very literal and limited, and thus led him to be fatally overconfident. So literally, it's just eventually fall, but not by the hand of man. So by the foot of man?
Yeah, you could kick him in the nuts and he would collapse.
All right,
All right.
we found it out. So stupid.
I fucking hate that.
remembers the patterns. He knows
Well, next time on Loot Lads.
for the telescope.
I feel like this is a fucking devil's contract or Faustian deal thing where like, but it said in the contract that you tell your last drink of water you can't go eat a sandwich or something, and it's yeah, and then you're like, but bread is made with water, so I'm just gonna drink the water. And it's like, but what's a sandwich besides 2 pieces of bread? And it's like, but I'm only gonna have 1 piece of bread. And he's like, nay.
Open face sandwiches.
So you're trying to get this bread, and now the fucking devil that made the deal with you is arguing that everything's a sandwich, and like that's dumb. Also, that's my plot. Do not steal it. It's gonna be my web comic.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, about that one Faustian deal of one really thirsty boy trying to get a glass of water.
What's on the level of worse, based on the time frame of its creation? I realize we're at the end of this episode, but I have to ask: podcasts now in the year 2023, or starting a nerd webcomic in the year 2008?
Oh fuck! Oh no, that actually gave me like a visceral thought reaction because now I have to think about that. So here's the thing: I think they're equivalent, though. I think they might be equivalent. At the very least, the webcomic, unless you're Control-Delete, actually had effort put into it because there's text, dialogue, and framing. But podcasts also need audio equipment and topics, and also like good personalities. Actually, no, you don't need a good personality to start a podcast. We know that. Okay.
Obviously.
All right, I'm gonna say, technically speaking, worst is the podcast, but the thing that hurts your soul the most is the webcomic. Because anyone can start a podcast, but you have to take effort to make a shitty nerd webcomic.
I guess.
When we say nerd webcomic, do we mean on the caliber of fan comic where you're just somehow extending the lore in your own light? Or one of those self-referential ones where you have 2 main characters talking about video games or some dumb bullshit?
Yeah, no, that other one. I'm talking about one that,
Are we talking about Penny Arcade, or are we talking about I'm extending the lore of the Lord of the Rings?
kind of a Penny Arcade style situation where it's like nerd. The comic I'm thinking of to emphasize this perfectly of the exact type of webcomic I'm expecting to be just as bad, if not worse than Podcast Now, is the one where like people are at a party and they say what's it, the cake is a lie or something like that, and then somebody speaks up or something like, or like, this cake is so delicious and moist, and then somebody else goes like, oh, the cake is a lie, and like, oh, I found my friends, found my nerds, haha. Like that sort of level of cringe.
Makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing. It takes zero effort to do that in a podcast form, but it takes a lot of effort to find assets and to frame that in webcomic form. So I feel like the webcomic wall... Actually, no, we had a lot less to do back then. It's equivalent.
Okay, all right.
I think so.
None worse than the other. Just exactly as evil.
It's... I wouldn't say evil. I would say exactly as... Like, it hurts your soul, but it doesn't mean to. Like, I don't think anyone goes in thinking that they're funny maliciously. I feel as though if it's cringe humor, you know, and you put that forward. But if it's cringy humor, you mean to make you laugh or to make us laugh, but you are physically unaware of how awful it is. So, like, that can be in any medium. See Loot Lads.
And next time on it, we're going to start a podcast.
What's the podcast going to be like?
Just talking about webcomics.
Here's the podcast talking strictly about webcomics. And when I'm comfortable enough to go publish something, I want to make a webcomic specifically about making fun of podcasts. Wait, I didn't need talent. I can just copy paste some shit. Hey, we're good.
There you go.
Yeah.